Welcome back, everybody. My name is All Fun and Games. I stream every day on Twitch TV, and I also make fun videos here on YouTube. Recently, I went through and I showcased a Hamlet upcoming mod that is going to be brought to Don't Starve Together. Now, if you know what Island Adventures is, well, you know how well that mod is put together. The actual creators of it gave us the ability to play Shipwrecked in Don't Starve Together flawlessly, and now that that mod is complete, periodically getting updates to coincide with the current updates releasing from Don't Starve Together as well. We all know that the modders are doing an amazing job. So because of that, I found out that they are in the process of doing a Hamlet mod, which is going to bring over literally everything from Hamlet properly and working amazing. So I followed up with this because I want to make sure that periodically, every month or so, that I check in to see what their updates are. When I did, I asked them, do you have a stable version of this that I can try? And they said, as of right now, we don't. They're playing around with a few codes, trying to, obviously, we all know that the caves are one of the hardest things because I don't believe it really works the same as another shard being generated, although I'm not too sure how this even functions. Literally, I'm not a coder, so I don't know. However, they did release a few screenshots. So here we go. Let's go ahead and just browse through these amazing screenshots that were given to us. So huge shout out to the dev team for doing a great job. If you don't know what Hamlet is, it's a Don't Starve single player DLC, just like Shipwrecked, that you can actually play. So if you have single player Don't Starve, you can play it. It's its own little fun thing. It's probably one of the coolest things ever. And yeah, so if you don't know what it is, go ahead and check it out. If you actually own the game, you might as well just play it because it's pretty fun. Now it's coming to Don't Starve Together, which means it will support multiplayer. I don't know to what extent. We all know that Island Adventures has creators have done a great job at making sure, like I said, that it's foolproof, no bugs or anything. I never crash in Island Adventures, and I even use a crazy amount of mods with it. So because they use a thing called Gem Core, it actually helps the game run smoother, and that was one of the biggest ones that I've seen from other Hamlet extensions, that unfortunately over time the mod gets very clustered and it unfortunately causes a ton of lag. So here's hoping that they find a way around that, but of course, I have a lot of confidence. So we see that Wanda's just chilling inside of the actual ruins, or the start of one, probably just the entrance of the pig ruins. And let's go to the next screenshot to see what we got. We see even further with different types of lighting, and Wanda's just going around and just exploring. And of course, this is where you would see the normal trinkets existing that you can grab and move around and whatever else. And still the pots are available too. This is you being inside of a house, which shows the doidois, which tells me that they're going to have the ability to maybe allow Shipwrecked content with Hamlet. So maybe we're going to be having the ability to, I don't even know how that would have worked, but anyways, I guess we'll wait and see how that works. Of course, we have another house expansion, which is normally what you would have. You'd have the rug. You wouldn't have this, but you'd have a little shelf here. And of course, you see the different rooms with a little bit of lighting. Now, in a previous mod that I experienced, unfortunately, what ends up happening is, let's just say you have the deer clops show up or something. The mob would actually appear out here, which is weird that you're experiencing the deer clops. But of course, in Don't Starve Together, I don't know what they're going to do if you play Hamlet side of things multiplayer, if they're going to be able to turn off. I would assume they would turn off deer clops, or have the ability to turn it off. I honestly don't even know. But anyways, that was happening in the previous one, so hopefully that gets fixed. The rotation of the camera was also a big problem too, so I'm curious to see how they activate housing. I do think houses should actually be a thing built into Don't Starve Together, and I think that we could eventually see it added in, but who knows what Clay is really up to anyway, so I don't know. All right, and then we keep going further into more houses, and of course more decorations, and further into the caves, showing the lighting, and of course different things that are growing normally how they would, and of course back down into the pig ruins. So these are the screenshots that we see so far with this Hamlet mod that is in the works. You know, they said check back in 2 months time. Well, they said a few months. So when somebody says to me a few months, that could basically be between 2 to 3 months. So we're hoping that before the end of the year, we'll have some sort of stable version of this that I can try and showcase here on YouTube for everybody, so you can kind of get a glimpse as what's coming. But huge shout out to the team that's working really hard to make it happen. So if you want to post down below in the comments, ask me any questions, I'm more than willing to, direct you to where the actual mod is. But I've showcased in the previous videos how to get to that mod. This mod is in production, so you can't actually try it yet. I would expect this team to allow, kind of like beta testers to play it beforehand, although I'm not too sure, but I'm hoping to get into that. So huge shout out to them. They do amazing work. So, of course, a lot of times things like this happen where the modders are doing it all for free and the benefit for everybody else. So we owe a huge shout out to them because honestly, it takes a lot of hard work and dedication. So, and I of course have no affiliation with them. I just know that they do a great job. We all know that Zarklord, was part of that team before being taken over by Clay. So just that alone kind of makes you feel like how great of a job this team actually puts together. So hats off to them. Anyways, I will follow up soon with another video, hopefully in another month. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.